Okay, the next one's an inappropriate email from the sarcastic one, Eddie Gonzalez. The subject is time. Hello, all. Quick question. What is the strangest encounter experience you guys ever had? Hashtag cancel Mike Durbin. Hashtag cancel get my go. Hashtag and stuff and everything. I don't even want to. This. What kind of question is that? Like, this guy wants to know my strangest. First of all, I can't even. I don't want to say because it might be inappropriate. It might get canceled.
Problematic.
So I'm not even going to say anything. This stupid question, by the way. Next one's from Narsk Rigagig. The subject is overrated. Paige Saraya made her long way to return to the wrestling ring at AEW Full Gear 2022. It wasn't the greatest match in history, but in all fairness, she was having her first match in 5 years. She had 2 bouts of neck surgery, so I don't think anyone can really bash her for not exactly tearing the house down. Question I have is, though, when did she ever have good matches? She's hot. She stands up from the crowd, but I think she suffers from being overrated by the IWC K100 boys. Is she the most overrated female wrestler of all time? And if she's not, then who is? No, I think she's
I got to go back to the last question. Isn't it true though that you went out with Saraya and Sasha and that Hoovy taped the whole thing that one night, or no?
That's no comment on that.
Okay,
that's no comment. Well, what do you get? I never really got into Sasha's work or anything.
I mean, he's asking about Paige's work.
Paige's work, excuse me.
Yeah.
I mean, the only girls whose work like stands out like a sore thumb from the rest of the girls is Charlotte Flair. You know, like she's like the top of the food chain with work, and there's really not a lot of the other girls that are close to her when it comes to that.
And you like Tessa too, right?
Yeah, Tessa was really good. But it's like, but all the other girls, they kind of like, they all suffer from the same thing. They try to do too much instead of just sticking to the basics. So it's like, I don't know. I wouldn't say she's overrated, underrated. Her work was fine to me. I never looked at that and said, "Oh, she doesn't know what she's doing," or never looked at her and said, "Wow, she's great."
She benefited on this pay-per-view from her. It was a women's wrestling match that followed the Nyla Rose and what's her name, the champion,
Jade Cargill,
and Jade Cargill match, which was horrible, terrible. But with Paige, I remember when they were first doing the women's Revolution thing, she had a match with Emma in NXT that was very good. But after that, nothing stands out. I mean, she was good, like Disco said, but I don't remember anything, earth-shattering. But she's good, and obviously she was coming off a long hiatus in this match with Britt, which was fine too. So,
I mean, yeah, Charlotte Flair is great, but Serena Deeb's the best female wrestler on the planet. She'll smoke Charlotte. She'll smoke any 90% of the men's locker room as well. And that's
I'm not buying that. Who'd you rank? Here's why. Serena's a good in-ring worker, right? But I don't think she has the other tools like Charlotte. I mean, she can't cut a promo.
Haven't had the opportunity. How much opportunity?
How she not had the opportunity? You give Mike time. She's not as good. She's not as good as Charlotte. Like if you're gonna draft two girls, you have Charlotte or Serena Deeb. Who'd you draft?
Well, of course you've got a second generation name that comes with equity right out of the gate, as opposed to somebody who followed their own dream and wasn't given everything every step of the way.
All right.
And I've seen Serena. She's good on the mic.
Yeah, but she's not in Charlotte's. Yeah, I think Charlotte's head and shoulders above everybody. That's my.
We bring Serena in to do the Mae Young Classic to get over Green Girls and offer the coach's job to train everybody, only not to give her the spot. The only other things that they let her do was get her head shaved and be, a supporting player. So, but when the bell rings, I'm here to tell you, short of Daniel Bryan and maybe one or two others, Deeb's the best on the planet.
Yeah, but you know what though I see with her though sometimes is that because she can do because she's more athletic than most of the other girls and she can do more stuff and she's better at stuff than the other ones. When she tries to drag somebody through a match, I think she tries to do a little bit like too much beyond the limitations of the person she's working with sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, like when it was kind of difficult the first time you wrestled Steve Regal because he had a very unique style. And it was like, I have to work his style kind of, but I've never worked his style before, but I have to kind of do it because that's like the only way he knows how to work. And it's like, he's going to make me look like I don't know how to work. You know what I'm saying? That sure. And that's, I think, what she does sometimes. She makes it look like the other girl doesn't know what she's doing. That's why I think she's something.
If you don't sharp sell on something and you come off a step behind, it'll look like somebody who's polished.
You're working with the green person. You're right. So.
Mm-hmm.